This is ridiculous.
It's the Dame Taft Movie Show, hosted by my nephew, Screw.
Thank you, Auntie. Yes, it is the Dame Taft Movie Show. I am Screw, and I am joined by Mr. Faversham.
Hello, everyone.
Let's go to the movies. It's the Gumball Rally from 1976. Tell us a little bit about it, Mr. Faversham.
Well, it's a fictional representation of the Cannonball Run, which is the coast-to-coast car race between civilians. The idea is fastest one from New York City to Long Beach, California, is the winner. And it's usually rich people who have their cars or just bored people who have cars. And this movie, as opposed to the Cannonball Run movie, doesn't have a huge cast of stars. It's just got a bunch of likable character actors playing all these parts.
Yes, came out 5 years before Cannonball Run. Let's look at some clips.
About 96% of these expenditures were for Richter's two main
There's Michael Sarrazin.
brands. These brands made up over
Thinking about
85%.
cars. Michael Sarrazin was a big deal in the early 70s, and I guess in the late 60s there. What are your thoughts on this actor? He had quite a run for a while.
He's good. I liked him in this very much. I liked him in, he was good in that reincarnation of Peter Proud.
Yeah.
He's good in that.
I agree.
He's really good in that TV movie, Frankenstein, the True Story, as the creature. He's very good in that movie.
I saw that when it aired on TV.
Yeah.
And I saw Reincarnation of Peter Proud in theater. They Shoot Horses, Don't They? The Sidney Pollack movie. He's good in that. But he had a ton of credits, and he was just everywhere. For Pete's Sake, the Barbra Streisand movie, co-starred with Barbra Streisand. After What's Up, Doc was a big hit, Streisand had another starring role there. Just tons of credits. So he was all over the place. Let's watch here. And we can see he's an executive here in New York, and he's distracted. He's a boring board meeting. He's thinking about cars, racing cars.
Retail brand Chocorama.
He works for a candy company.
Yeah, Smith.
Yeah.
Gumball.
There's Tim McIntire, Gumball.
Would you repeat that?
Gumball.
All right, so the word gets out. There's a telegram. And all these people get together here. Cross-country car race. This came out the same year as the Corman film, Roger Corman film, Cannonball. Also about a cross-country car race. Here's Raul Julia with Tim McIntire, and this is probably one of the movie's famous lines here.
And now, my friend, the first rule of Italian driving. What's behind me is not important.
Gary Busey. Susan Flannery from the Towering Inferno.
Yeah.
There's a fake cop car. A couple of racers, well, they're real cops, but they're out of their jurisdiction using a cop car to race. And there's the cop there we saw briefly getting his car smashed up. He's trying to stop the race. He's the killjoy. They're all taking off here. Look at it.
Old door knocked again.
And there's the Mad Hungarian. So that's Norman Burton. He's the guy trying to stop the race there. Kind of like George Firth was in Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
Mr. Foyt.
Wait.
Yeah. Which James Bond movie did Norman Burton play Felix Leiter?
Diamonds Are Forever.
That's correct. So it's cool shots of cars going fast. New York.
It's going to be a nice day.
Location shooting.
Good morning. Hey, good morning to you.
Bitches. Miserable son of a bitch. Hey, fella, can you let me down?
Drop your pants.
Look, I'm a cop on the job.
I'm Robin Hood. Drop them.
Okay.
It's New York, so everyone gets mugged, including the cops.
Gotta learn to roll with the punches, Roscoe.
Hey, that's Crazy Harold.
Flasher humor. Do you remember Flasher humor from the 70s? That
Yeah,
was
all-
almost as prevalent as streaking.
Boy, that's a product of its time. Nobody gets that anymore.
A couple of titles I can mention here that had flashers. Law and Disorder. You ever see that? Carol O'Connor,
Yeah.
Ernest Borgnine comedy about two cops there. There's a flasher that keeps popping up and flashing ladies. An old guy in an overcoat.
Yep.
We saw one at the beginning of High Anxiety. Robert Ridgely flashes Mel Brooks in the men's room. There's other movies I can't think of right now, but trust me, it was prevalent. That and streaking. The good old days. People exposing themselves. But the cars, we tuned in for the cars. There's Whitey Hughes. We just saw him in Freebie and the Bean. Stuntman. Oh, now
Get hungry.
this
Hungry,
chick
huh?
is hot. This broad's name is Trisha O'Neill.
Mm.
I don't know anything about her. She's in Titanic.
Is she?
And
Wow.
a bunch of TV credits. Yeah, she's just listed as woman.
Oh,
And
okay.
But man, let's just take a moment to look at. She's got her back arched here. Trisha O'Neill. Anyway,
$150 a night hungry for me.
Oh.
You know the feeling. Good. I like that. I love that look.
I just want to stand up and salute.
Is this the switch? That's it.
Love all the stuff. New York. New
Again,
Jersey.
what's that?
All this stuff through New York and New Jersey. It's all places I know.
Okay, yeah, cars going fast, and I'll tell you something. No undercranking in this movie.
No, you're right. Yeah, this is all full speed.
Explain to the kids what undercranking is.
That's where you run the camera at 20 frames or 22 frames a second, and it appears to go 2 or 4% faster, and
Yeah.
almost always detectable.
Cannonball Run uses undercranking.
Yeah.
It's just easier, cheaper, because it takes a long time to get those cars way down there to build up speed and go through the shot. And if they got to do it multiple times, it takes a while. And speed don't read. Just like
Yeah,
real.
you need a reference point and if you have a reference point, then you can tell they're not going very fast. So you undercrank and you cut fast. But this movie, they're doing long shots with cars racing down this. I mean, this stuff in New York was great. I wish there was almost more of it. But I like when they hit New Jersey, because I know all those roads they were on.
With the actors driving the cars.
For the most part, yeah. There's a couple of shots where it's
Oh,
too
the
dangerous
stunts,
as
yeah.
a stunt. But I mean, even towards the end, there's a shot with Sarrazin and his co-driver where they're pulling out fast out of a gas station.
Yeah.
Do a 180-degree turn, and the other guy's right next to him. I'm like, that's pretty darn good for an actor to pull off.
Yeah,
who you
yeah.
don't think of as being a stunt. He's not Steve McQueen.
Yeah. Yeah, just on straightaways, it's no big deal. They don't have to be towed or
Yeah.
anything. And so that's cool. Just nice cars driving fast. Are you a car guy, Mr. Faversham?
I love cars, but I'm not a car guy. I don't have
Yeah, same here.
No muscle car or anything, but I enjoy the machinery, especially the old time machinery. It's that's the stuff I remember from as a kid. Even just big old V8 Oldsmobiles, for God's sake. That's what my father used to buy. So that's the stuff I learned to drive on, giant V8s.
Yeah.
You can drive those. You can drive anything.
There's the Mad Hungarian. He probably gets the most laughs in the movie.
Yeah, they
There
gave
is-
him all those slapstick.
Going through a swarm of moths. Just kind of like bird strike for aircraft pilots, He's going through a swarm of moths here. And again, that score there, guess who did the score?
Gee, Dominic Frontier again.
Dominic
1 year
Frontier.
after Freebie and the Bean.
We were just talking about Freebie and the Bean earlier. Again, done some good scores, but I just don't like when composers try to heighten the comedy. It rarely works.
Yeah, comedy scoring is hard. It's defeated almost every big composer who's tried. Jerry Goldsmith was never great at comedy
Yeah.
when they told him to be funny. When he wasn't being funny, it works. Like in Gremlins and pictures like that,
Yeah.
he's generally writing a serious piece of, not a serious piece of, he's generally writing a normal piece of film music. When he Mickey Moused something, like he did
Yeah.
a couple of terrible comedies like Dennis the Menace and a couple others
Ugh.
that are just awful. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not his fault. It's what they told him to write. And that's
Right.
what he
Usually
wrote.
that's the case. Usually that is what is requested of the composer. It's like a laugh track. Okay, we got to heighten the comedy here, and in post production, we're going to make it bigger. And a prime example of doing the opposite of that and making it funnier, of course, is Elmer Bernstein's scores for Animal House, Stripes, and Three Amigos, so on and so forth. When you score it like a straight epic movie, it doesn't get in the way of the comedy. And it doesn't.
Just a little twist in the, it's not 100%, but it's close enough that you're not hearing comedy music, you're hearing film music, and it's if the stuff behind it is funny, then it's funny.
Yeah.
But he's not trying to Mickey Mouse the scenes and add tinkly pianos and other funny stuff to it. He was probably the best of the A-list composers doing comedies. He probably I think he got it, and I think he was able to convince directors to let him do it, and the other guys just sort of went along with what they want, with what they were told they wanted. Either that or the audiences hated the movie on the sneak preview, so they decided, all right, we gotta heat this movie up with comedy music, which never worked. The worst example ever is that movie Neighbors.
Oh yeah, that's
the worst replacement score ever. And that's Bill Conti, who's normally good. Again, he was told Mickey Mouse this thing, and it sounds like a Looney Tunes cartoon, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful.
It didn't help.
No.
Watch this stunt here. And I
dangerous.
I paused it. Look, he's on a harness there. They stopped him from going with the bike. It seems like it'd be less dangerous to ride it all the way through, but for some reason, he's got a harness on there. See that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, terrific stunts. This film is directed by a stuntman, which, the comedy is not that strong, probably because of that. There's no nuance or anything. It's still fun and funny, but you can tell what his focus was on and what his weak points as a director were. He's not going to be real good with character and comedy. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's you could tell this was based. The script is, we got to get cars cross country. Let's come up with comic incidents for the cars.
Yeah,
and then let's figure out the characters, and let's give the actors some idea what to do, and that's about it. He's not a director of actors, and it's. And since they're not big stars, I think the comedy actually works okay. If they were mugging like stars might do in a movie like this, forget it. You'd lose the audience. But I think since they're not particularly well known, I mean, Sarrazin was hot at the time, but nobody else in this movie was. Raul Julia wasn't yet anything.
Correct.
So I think the audience, because I think this was a reasonable hit for the time when it came out. But I think the audience would have accepted this movie because of that. But yeah, you're right. The comedy scenes, the dialogue scenes, not really a comedy scene. It's the dialogue scenes. Yeah, they do go on a bit, and they're, other than the good acting in some of them, they don't advance anything in the story, and they're not wholly funny. This movie is overlong. It's probably 10 minutes too, like most comedies. I think this ran 108 minutes or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's probably about 10 minutes too long. You can trim out a bunch of stuff and probably get there just the same.
Of course, there's been plenty of stuntman turned directors like Craig Baxley and Buddy Van Horn. Hal Needham being the most notable. I don't think it's particularly funny. Some of the comedy he succeeded in his films like Hooper and Smokey and the Bandit. Despite him, Cannonball Run is more silly than genuinely funny. I watch it just because it's so dumb. But
there's nobody's taking that movie seriously at all, and even the actors aren't. They're just mugging, and I mean they're blowing lines.
It barely had a script.
Yeah, that's a movie. Yeah, I think there was a story about it in one of the magazines at the time, and they interviewed they interviewed somebody who was working on the movie, and they said Needham just came up one day and said, screw the script, let's just wreck some cars. So they just needed to wreck some cars.
Let's just let Burt and Dom DeLuise improvise. Oh, if you want to see a really great Hal Needham comedy, have you ever seen The Villain
with Kirk Douglas and Arnold Schwarzenegger
and Margaret? Yeah, I saw that at a drive-in when it came out. What was it, 1980 or so? I never seen it since then, but
that's a live-action cartoon, right?
It is
very cartoony. Yeah, Needham wasn't particularly good, if outside of that very small genre of cars. I mean, you ever see Megaforce?
I have not. I'm very familiar with it. The clips look pretty corny.
What in the movies? Oh man,
You've seen it?
I saw it theatrically because I saw everything that
the
year.
Poster looked great.
Yeah. Deeds, not words, and
Barry Bostwick with his little Olivia Newton-John headband.
He's the hero for the 80s or something like that. I forget the tagline. Besides that, it was
Megaforce.
Sitting in the theater going, what am I watching? Why am I watching this? It's free, but that's the only thing that's any good about it. I didn't pay $1 to see it, so it's just laid there, and there was nobody in the audience either. So it's not like the movie was laying an egg. There was nobody to even be there for it. That thing was a disaster when it came out. It was a huge bomb.
Yeah.
Stroke a Race. That's a Burt Lonnie movie. Oof. Where he's dressed in a chicken suit for half the movie. Terrible. Just bad news.
What? Chicken suits are funny. Yeah, everyone likes
30 seconds. For 30 seconds, they're funny.
Stroke a Race really could have used Dom DeLuise. He wasn't in that, was it? No, he wasn't.
I don't think so, no.
Jim Neighbors.
Yeah, Bert's other friend.
I'd say he's possessed of a severe case of masochism.
Why did I take him for a mechanic? Because I'm the best, that's why. Oh, what in the name of Farquhar did he come from? I told you to keep your eyes on the road. Well, how am I supposed to keep my eyes on the road, have a good time, think about my girlfriend, and do all that? Huh? Tell me.
You're a product of too much inbreeding.
It's those damn fake cops.
Wake up, man. Look at here.
You gotta love Busey.
Yeah.
What now?
Oh, jeez. Sure.
Were you making a movie?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the camera's right up there on that mountaintop.
Let me get this straight. Are you trying to tell me that you want me to be in your movie? Don't I gotta put on some makeup?
Makeup? Does Charlie Bronson wear makeup?
Charlie who?
Bronson.
Oh, yeah, that little guy, right.
Little guy.
But what's really funny about this scene, Stephen Keats there on the right,
Yeah.
worked in a Charles Bronson movie. He played his son-in-law in Death Wish.
Oh, okay. I thought Death Wish, but I didn't think it was one of the criminals. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why it's funny, but the scene as it is kind of corny. It's cute.
Again, it goes on too long. It's
That's true.
We get the joke that they're conning this cop that they're making a movie, but we didn't need all this makeup and where's the camera? Oh, I'm gonna the guy preening for the camera and all. Just cut faster. Make it faster.
But you don't understand. See, back then, people weren't in a hurry to get out of the theater and back on their phones, Mr. Faversham.
But they had a second movie to see, so the movie should have only been 90 minutes long.
Yeah, the second feature, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen Keats there on the right, who was Charles Bronson's son-in-law in Death Wish. Suicide. Stephen Keats was a suicide.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Forward adequate.
55 miles an hour, Roscoe.
No.
So everyone's having a good time. All the different racers we're getting a look at here. Norman Burton. Now they're in Los Angeles.
From here to Long Beach.
Yep, I think
I like all the crap on their dashboard there.
You can use the river. There's an access road to the right. It runs all the way to Long Beach.
Can't have a race movie without going into the LA River. Yeah.
I was expecting to see giant dance down there.
Look at that.
The movie
Yeah.
Them.
What's that?
The movie Them. That's where the giant ants live.
Them, the drag race in Greece, Point Blank. There's that assassination down there.
Yeah.
Point Blank, the Lee Marvin movie. Remember?
Yeah.
To Live and Die in L.A. Repo Man. It's a great location.
What the hell? Get off here.
I'm just about to get the car repainted anyway.
Man, she is cute.
Wouldn't happen to be an actress, would you, Miss?
Blanche. Why, yes. How'd you guess?
Well, you have what we call
Presents. Two of them.
Well, if it bothers you, I can put on the jacket.
Go, baby!
Another thing that used to be a thing, Japanese gardeners.
Yeah, that's right.
I believe he said, "What's the matter, you?"
Yeah, something.
Sum up Gumball Rally for us. I'll go to my notes.
Big stunts end to end in the movie. You've got likable characters. It just goes on a little too long, and it's, the director wasn't experienced with comedy, but he certainly was experienced in putting action together. So I got no problems with that. It's a fun movie. Perfect. I wish there was drive-ins that would show movies like this all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's got that 2.35 framing, widescreen framing. Of course, my
yeah, that
clips are
surprised me. I
cropped
mean,
here. Yeah,
they must have, convinced Financer, this will look really good if we shoot it big, and they did.
it's the best format, widescreen format, when you got cars going, racing at high speed from one side of the screen to the other. So
It's the right shape.
yeah, so it looks good. I like it for the stunts. The comedy is again, it's not by a skilled comedic director, but that's just a quibble. It's an enjoyable movie. It has endured, and again, it predated Cannonball Run, a film that people, I guess, regard with fondness, sentimentality. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's one I saw theatrically with some friends, and we used to howl at that movie. Nobody's going to classify that as a great comedy or great cinema or anything. It's a likable movie. You can hang out watching it. That's about it. This movie is a little better than that in its cinema terms, let's say.
Well,
But,
you're a fan of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, and that film kind of captures it with the big cast and all the zaniness and stuff. As far as a film more than a decade later, that came pretty close. That and 1941 was a good one that kind of recaptured that mania. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's what he's trying to make. I don't think
Yeah.
he succeeded very well with 1941. I found that movie, again, a little overlong and surprisingly vulgar.
And
for a
and
PG-rated film.
yeah, and Spielberg, not great at comedy.
No,
He gets a lot of credit because of his cast and the writers and the editors and the whole team that makes him look good.
Hungry fans, click. Thank you. Thank you. It's the end of the session, and it's been all right.
Farewell and adieu, you fair Spanish ladies.
It's the Dame Taft Movie Show, hosted by my nephew, Screw.
That stunt looked really dangerous, that last
Didn't
one.
it? He came right next to the hole. He had to have hit it.
Yeah, he had to have hit the water, then hit it underneath. But I mean, he came really close to just slamming into that boat. I mean, geez,
Yeah.
you couldn't pay me to try to do stuff like, because I mean,
Incredible.
right? They measured how fast he's going and the height of the ramp and all that.
Yeah.
But all you gotta be is 2 or 3 miles an hour wrong, and you're slamming into that boat.
Well, here, look at it again here.
If you didn't slam into it, he got lucky. He got very lucky.
Yeah, yeah. That's how you know a good stunt, when you clench your teeth in your butt and like, oh, was he okay?
And it also the cliche of, oh shit.
Yeah.
How many times have we heard that? I give you credit for all the work you do putting these together.
Thanks,
I know
man.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't have the patience to sit and do it. So I'm glad you're doing it.
It's about time somebody said that, and I'm glad I'm still recording. Thank you very much, Mr. Faversham. You're great on this show. Everyone loves you. You challenge me You challenge me. You've seen too many movies, and it bothers me.